DeadEye VR has sent us a giant package. I don't actually know what's in it, but let's find out. Now, you probably know DeadEye VR. We've checked out some golf clubs from them in the past. They have some gun stocks and other stuff they do. And they apparently wanted whatever they sent me this time to be very safe and very strong. And they used some sort of like industrial box tape on it to where it is not easy to open. But luckily, that's no match for our small, sharp unboxing knife. Safety tip, always cut towards yourself when you're dealing with it. You gotta be safe. It looks like they wanted this to be safe. Is that our friend Soul Fox on the cover of the box right there? It kind of looks like him. We like that guy. We hung out with him at GDC a couple years ago. Super fun dude. All right, so this is DeadEye VR's Driver Apex VR Golf Club, Quest 3, 3S, and Pro. It looks like a redesign of one we've tried before. Just looking at the box, it looks like it's got some sort of weight or maybe haptic, something down in the end of it, and it keeps your club in the middle where the tracking will ideally be better, and maybe the weight balance. I really have no idea. Boy, that is interesting. I've never seen a golf club design quite like this. We also got weights, a card, I'm guessing with the owner's dog on it. Driver Apex. So there is a wrist strap design that helps keep the club from going out and launching across the room. And then a weight cap at the end to add weights to it. It comes with a lot of weights. You're really gonna be able to add weight to this thing however you want. Man, interesting. I've never seen one like this. So typically when they make them, there's either two designs with most golf clubs. One's really short, has your club at the end. Doesn't really feel super realistic because the balance feels off because a golf club has weight at the far end, not necessarily in the middle, but the problem is then you put the club all the way down there and the tracking suffers, the lights are far away. This one is trying something new. They're merging those two ideas. They're putting the Quest holder right in the middle where it's gonna still be very easily visible to your headset. It's not gonna lose tracking, but then down at the end, they have their own carbon fiber tube here that you can then load weights into to customize the feel. And the whole thing comes with a nice stand, probably a wall hook. Hook that on the wall, hang it from the end or the middle, I guess if you wanted it sideways, that could also work. Some kind of real wood, very light though. So this is the part that you can customize based on what you're wanting to feel when you play golf games. So it even says on this, recommended by Golf Plus. Golf Plus, arguably the biggest VR golf sim ever. They did, when they first came out, they merged with Top Golf and there was Top Golf in it too. Unfortunately, I'm guessing their license ran out on that or something because last time I was in, they no longer had Top Golf. One of the biggest selling points of this golf club too is the light weight that it has. So they've used carbon fiber for the weight chamber. So with no weights in it, 273 grams total, which is light. And when you hold it, you feel how light it is, but also the benefit from that means the weights go in the end and then you feel like it's the weight at the end of a golf club. Really gives you a realistic golf club feel. So weights spring load into the end here. Oh. Make sure you have a good grip on it though when you do this. Spring is solid and will push back against you. We're just gonna throw all of them in there for now, just to see what it's like. Whew, now that feels like an iron in there, man. That is heavy. So this device right here unscrews enough to open up, get your controller in there, seated, tighten it down. They of course recommend use their own strap inside your controller, wrap that around this part, keeps it safe, and just in case somehow your controller gets loose, doesn't go flying across the room, it would only fly a little ways from this. We never use those straps. Interesting, all right, well I gotta go get a Quest, one that does not necessarily have a set of grips on it, because that's something you gotta remember. If you have a set of silicone grips or something on there, you're not gonna be able to see it in here. They have to be a somewhat stock controller. So I'm gonna get that, make sure I got Golf Plus installed on a headset, and we're gonna play around with this thing and see what we think. We'll be back. So I've been playing with the golf club for a while here now, and I'm getting further distance than I usually ever do. One thing I'm realizing about this golf club, and others do have this similar, this isn't unique to only this club, but it really feels like you are at a driving range or something, like you're thinking about all the things that go into it. I'm not an experienced golfer by any means. I've just been to the driving ranges, played Top Golf and stuff like that. Even swing after swing, I'm like, is my foot aligned? Is my arm staying locked? Is my rotation right? But with this club, I do feel like I'm getting better distances and a little more accuracy, but you'll see. It's still, I'm slicing really bad still sometimes, but it really feels like when you're like at Top Golf or at the driving range, like you're like taking the time to really prepare. You're not just like game smacking these things. Like it feels like you're actually having to use form and everything. In case you haven't used Golf Plus before, and one reason that DeadEye does a really good job with their golf clubs is they make sure that they're partnered up in Golf Plus. You can go directly into settings, you go down to controls, and they have their golf clubs already pre-programmed in here. So you don't have to do any sort of tuning of the club yourself. You click that one, choose that for it, and then it's gonna align the club exactly right inside the game, so you don't have to do any sort of tuning. If you've done that with other golf games, you know what I'm talking about. Don't comment on my form. So that was pretty good. Still a little to the right, but over 200 yards, 240. Come on, come on. 246, thought I was gonna get 250. I also did not pick a great golfing outfit today. I've also been doing this for quite a while off camera, so I'm actually even sweating in here. Golf, man. Great height and distance on that one. If only it was the right direction, that would have been an amazing shot. Man, if I can just get one of those straight, that would be perfect. That one didn't even touch the ground for 217 yards. There we go, almost perfectly straight. Okay, distance, come on, come on. 204, 6, 7, 207. It's weird how Golf Plus is such a simulator that like you really could practice and practice and practice. And with a golf club like this, you need one. And then you go to the driving range and it really would feel very accurate to your experience. That was a pretty good one. Carry 227, 280, come on. 287 yards on that one. I don't know how many of you out there have tried or used Golf Plus as a simulator, but if you've ever used it with just the controller, you know that it's awkward. You try to pretend that you're creating a club somehow. You hold it, it's small, you don't have the weight out there. And I know plenty of people play Golf Plus that way. You know, they don't think you necessarily need one, or there's too many out there to choose from, too many prices. This one, very customizable with the weight in the end and the feel you're gonna get. Yes, you are switching that per club if you're doing it really accurately. I find just put enough weight that it feels kind of in between a driver and an iron and stick with that. They of course are gonna recommend obviously safety straps and stuff, but this thing is solid in here. I didn't even have this thing tightened down. The way this is built, the nice thing is it's just never putting the pressure on the controller to fly out. Like the way this is swinging, the inertia is actually pushing the club further into the handle rather than it always trying to escape. So you don't really ever have to worry about it running from you. The feeling of it, I mean, it really feels like when you're in there and you're immersed, like it just feels like you have a club. Like it even felt so much like it that I was getting scared when anyone would walk around me because it felt like I had a full-length driver in front of me and I was worried I was gonna hit things or hit people. This does add some distance though. That is something to consider. You do have a ways out here and those weights are in here. So if you have a small space or if someone did walk by not paying attention, I mean, you're getting a ways out there either way. So you definitely need a high ceiling and stuff with this one. One thing that it does do is now obviously when you wanna go to control it, you have to go grab the controller. But I found on this one in particular is pretty easy because it balances pretty well like this. And now it just feels like you're holding the controller with something attached to it for when you're navigating the menu and stuff. So because some of the other ones, they have it like way down at the end, you're like reaching for it down here and finding it, or they have the controller at an awkward angle. Everything about this I'm liking. The length always worries me with space and people and animals, especially if you have animals that like to get in your space, like it'd be way too easy to crack one of them with this part. One thing that I've noticed between rounds, I keep putting it down like a cane and like leaning on it. And when I do that, this part, because of the way it's attached, it has this little bit of give, and it's not really that it's risking opening it, but I kind of like, I just notice that feeling whenever I keep leaning on it like this, and then I find myself playing with it like that. It's just kind of a random detail. I noticed that. I wouldn't recommend switching weights while you're playing because it's very spring loaded. So when you go to untwist it, if you aren't careful, like I'm being very careful right now, I'm going slow, slowly opening it like this, you can get all the weights out. If someone didn't know what they were doing, they were just messing with the end, it wouldn't be hard to just go like this and just drop all of them everywhere. That's one thing, and I know it wouldn't really be possible with the way it's designed, but I was thinking, man, I kind of wish there was like a rod from the middle that would keep all these straight out here so that when you undid it, you wouldn't be at risk of them just falling right out to the side or like that, springing things away. So they have made a solid design where this cylinder that you're seeing inside does go down and lock inside of that. And then when it twists, it locks completely. It's something that like, if someone was messing around at the end of this, it wouldn't be hard to undo it and have all those weights go flying on them. So I'll show you a bit more when we get back to the table and we're done testing of how that can be a bit of a mess. If you're the one who plays with these, you're the only one and you know better, you're gonna be fine. But you hand this to anyone else, even if they're just like playing with it, they're like, oh, what is this thing? And they're sitting here messing around with it. Before you know it, they're gonna do this number and fire all your weights everywhere. Like that could be an annoying thing to have to clean up. A few considerations. We're gonna spend some more time with it and get back to you. Final thoughts, what we like, what we don't like, and our thoughts for more golf clubs and Golf Plus. Driver Apex VR Golf Club. After hitting many, let's say 1,200 virtual balls, I've got some virtual blisties, insert office reference here. Many virtual golf balls. I'm enjoying this club. As we've shown you, it is adjustable. It's not as adjustable on the fly as some could be. And if you've been with the channel for a while, you know, we start with the cons first. So let's start there. This is a professional golf club with a professional golf club price. It is currently $120 on their website, which when you see the carbon fiber, the aluminum shaft, the handle on on it, the way it holds the controller, the innovative design of it, and the way that when you swing it, you never have to worry about it trying to throw your controller, you get why the price is serious. If you're doing this, you're probably not just buying this to show your friends once in a while play a little golf. You're actually into golf simming, you're taking it seriously, and you want to improve your real life swing. And in that way, man, it really feels like it does. Every time I was using it, I was having to use the tricks I use in actual like driving ranges and golfing, trying to like, okay, I need to position my feet right. I need to square my shoulder. Is there a Rick and Morty joke?
Remember to square your shoulders, Jerry.
And in my drives getting near 300 yards, it gives you that realistic feel you're looking for. But what I also like that they did that's kind of innovative and unusual is a lot of times they put your controller all the way at the end of the thing. So when you're in VR, you're now, because you can't see, you're now up here trying to find it, then you're trying to figure out the trigger. It's not that far from your hand, and it kind of falls naturally into your hand like the controller, and then you just can switch it back up. So the muscle memory very quickly develops with the headset when I couldn't see it as to how to use it still. Their website does show a couple things that we didn't see yet. A Snaptic module that's included that goes on it so that you get that feeling of hitting a real golf ball when you swing it. So I was really curious about that, but that wasn't shown on there. And then it shows that Golf Plus normally has this controller auto-programmed. You didn't need to do the manual programming like I did. So maybe an update took that away. Maybe it's coming back to Golf Plus. And the Snaptic module, I looked all through the box. I made sure I did not see that anywhere. So I am curious about those things, and I will report back to you as we do use this more and cover more, because I feel like those are two things that obviously I'm very excited about. I really liked the idea of the feeling of the ball, but as we pointed out with the other one, it can be an issue because it makes you think you hit it even if you didn't. And then one last thing, the weights are innovative, they are really cool, but being spring loaded, we did find that I feel like you're constantly having to like make sure you're very careful holding it. So ideally, I would say you adjust the weights more when you're not in VR and using the golf club, because what can happen if you can't really see what you're doing and you're struggling to get it done when you're in VR, and what can feel kind of tragic in the moment is if you have like a lot of them in and you manage to unhook this and you're not really paying attention, and they just kind of make a sound that probably sounded terrible on the mic, and they go flying everywhere, and then you're like, okay, well, then you just go on without using any. I found after a little bit of experience messing with this, I never did that again myself, but I feel like whether if they're being clumsy, or if you hand it to someone so they didn't know what they were doing, and they're just sitting there playing with it, it wouldn't be that hard to do that. So I almost wish there was like an extra safeguard, like switch or something that made it a little harder to unhook it, especially if you have a noob playing with it and they're messing with the whole controller, which they always do when you hand it to them. But overall, new innovations, very obviously well-designed club, feels really good, and the one that I am for now going to be using if I want to show someone Golf Plus and give them the realistic experience. I'm going to hand it to them, not only because it makes it so real, but because it wasn't that hard to get used to moving your hand to here, where a lot of clubs make it difficult to do, or far away, or just for someone who's not used to VR, it was just too much of a pain. I like this, it feels good, it makes me want to do more Golf Plus. I missed the Top Golf one missing from it, and I don't know why. I'm guessing it was a licensing thing ran out or something, but I do miss that because that was one of my favorite modes of doing it. But I even just having this thing at the driving range in there and just hitting ball after ball, like felt good, felt like I was improving my real life swing, and now I kind of want to go back to a real Top Golf again because it's been a minute. So let me know what you think out there. Do you have a specific golf club you're always using that you really like? Have you tried some of the DeadEye VR ones? How do you feel about them? Let me know in the comments down below. I'll leave a link down there if they give me a code or anything to save you some money on this too. I'll definitely get you that to help you out there. Thank you once again for being here with me. I'll see you in another reality.